Hello guys, NautoAce here, and this will be a follow-up on my video of Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. So that was like a year ago, because if you heard the news that Microsoft and Phil Spencer is trying to buy Activision Blizzard, and moving forward 3 years later, they finally won. It took a while, there was some problem, FTC trying to block it, Sony's even trying to block it because Jim Ryan's an idiot. You get the idea there. But push came to shove, in the end of the day, the judge said, you know what, this is ridiculous. You got some BS reason. If Microsoft have the money, it's willing to help Activision Blizzard to some extent. It's not really monopoly, because if it's just allowed to be a third party, you still have that dickhead asshole still running the company. And you know that guy just doesn't give a shit. All he cares about money. I mean, the proof is there. And if you follow the history behind it, the controversy, it is what it is there. So now moving forward, Microsoft won, and I think they're almost to a close of buying Microsoft Activision Blizzard. And my thoughts about it, it is what it is. They won, and like I said before, that I don't really care whether they get it or not. Like, to get rid of that a-hole, hey, it is what it is there. So is it a little bit disappointing? Well, if you're a PlayStation fan to some extent, maybe, because certain Activision Blizzard game might not be in the PlayStation anymore. I mean, another funny part here, and I'm going to do a follow-up, is that even Sony losing, they lost not only their, pride, ego, but finance, because they were spending a lot of money in legal fees trying to block this, and they failed, and they even caved in for the 10-year deal. So it was still there. Before that, Sony said, heck no. And the gist of it, why they probably didn't want to do it, because for every sale for any Call of Duty, whether Nintendo or PlayStation, they probably have to give some sort of incentive to Microsoft, and they don't want that. So that's going to be in another video, their follow-up. My opinion about it is what it is. As a Sony fan, maybe it's a bit disappointing, but for me, you know why I like PlayStation? Because they have anime waifu Japanese role-playing game. I like to play Japanese game, and Sony fits that bill, and Nintendo as well. But again, reason to get a PlayStation 1, Final Fantasy VII, and then ever since, a lot of rich Japanese role-playing game. Then of course Nintendo as a secondary console, but you get the idea there. So they weren't really sort of an American console. I mean, heck, PlayStation's from Japan. It's just ever since Jim Ryan, bad guy, idiot, let's just say, he kind of ruined PlayStation. I mean, it is a fact, and right here, it's proof. He wasted a lot of money trying to block it, because he even said that he didn't want Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard, but failed. And hopefully with this, hopefully they kicked him out. I'm really, really hoping Jim Ryan gets kicked out. But again, he maybe suck, but there are probably some good parts about him. Why? There are things, there's a lot of positives to some extent, but in my personal opinion, the idiot should really just be let go. Just saying that, that's my personal opinion as a Sony supporter. But it is what it is. So what does it mean? Probably they're going to have for 10 years Call of Duty, and that's it. Anything else, like what about Crash Bandicoot and Spyro? Well, yeah, it was originally a PlayStation IP, but you know the business goes. Now it's owned by Microsoft. Phil Spencer has control, so it's up to them. So he could either sell it back to Sony or say, tough noogie. That's it. So is it a good thing or is it a bad thing about this? Either way, personally, I don't care. To some extent, good thing, because again, now Bobby Kotick is out of the picture. He's done. That's the whole point, because there's a lot of toxicity problem in that company, apparently. So, I mean, a lot of people, including Yong kind of gave their opinion about it. So, that's why, to some extent, that's why I was hoping they do buy it, because there's going to be a lot of reaction. There's going to be now a change of feel for this one. So, what is Sony's going to do? That's what it is. I mean, my personal opinion for Sony is have those Japanese role-playing game, anime, waifu, whatever games from Japan, because that is what Sony's all about. And I know they're trying to probably pull away because, again, Jim Ryan, is an idiot. And, of course, it doesn't really help when you're doing the censorship with those anime games, because, again, facts, fictional character, especially anime waifu fan service, does not hurt in real life society. Get that in your head, for crying out loud. So again, taking advantage of the Japanese side, but no, they didn't. They got rid of their Japanese division. I mean, oh, because it doesn't sell. So, oh, you move your headquarters to California. Yeah, I mean, woke anyone? Just saying there. So this is a good thing in my opinion. I mean, to some extent, it's going to be very interesting what's going to happen now. Once this deal is done, there's going to be a lot of reaction, change of the game right here. And I can't see what Sony's going to do. But again, like my tip is, be the Japanese company they used to be. Provide those Japanese anime waifu games. Just saying there. So my thoughts, I think to some extent it's good. I don't really care because I'm not really a fan of Activision Blizzard. But justice has been made if they're going to by firing finally Bobby Kotick. Because again, the guy is, well, he's an asshole. So that's my thoughts. With that, I'll see you guys later.